Okay, we have now entered back into regular session. There was no action in executive session. At this time, we are back in regular session. We will have communications presented by our city manager, Mr. Mark Westhoff.
Thank you. The first communication is a letter from KDHE, just with a reminder on the lead and copper rules. They provided the pamphlet that we will send out to any property owners with suspected lead pipes in their supply lines. Public Works has been working on that list for a while, so those will go out as per the deadlines in that letter from KDHE. Yeah, go ahead.
So our water and sewer crew completed that inventory.
Okay.
There are no public or private service lines that are identified as lead, so I just want to make that clear.
Right.
We do have a number of galvanized pipes, which if there is or ever was any lead components somewhere in the system, that it has a reaction with galvanized, and so we have to target galvanized pipes too in this. And then there are a handful of unknown where we weren't able to determine what the material was yet, and those are things we're going to have to subsequently figure out. But this letter is basically that we need to notify. So if you've got galvanized pipes, we've got to send you a letter saying you got galvanized pipe, and here's this pamphlet for more information. It's kind of where we are at that point. I just want to make sure
Right.
We've not indicated any lead pipes in our systems.
This doesn't affect anything that we're doing. It's more of an
No.
informational thing.
It's a requirement.
This communication.
We have budgeted so much money to follow this, and it's not going to change that.
Actually, I hate to speak too soon, but once this inventory was completed, I would say I was pleasantly surprised to find that we were able to fill in most of the blanks. And I wasn't surprised to learn that we didn't have lead pipes all over the place. But in terms of like some of that budget was for potholing, what we call potholing, where we excavate down to find
Right.
the pipe. And there are, when I say there's a few unknowns, it's like less than 50 out of the 4,300 services that we inventoried. And so when we first looked at that, we were estimating, gosh, there could be a third or 40% that we wouldn't be able to just go and look at and figure out without potholing. So the percentage is much lower. I have to figure that out. We've got some private side stuff that are unknowns. That'll probably be a matter of reaching out to the property owners. Maybe they can divulge some of that information to us to identify those.
But this letter here, the communication from KDHE, is simply telling us this is the flyer that you send out to those properties, and this is the timeline to do it, which is within the next 60 days. So, and then the other, we have 2 board and commission minutes to approve. One is for the Atchison Housing Authority. They're meeting on August 20th, and the other is the Atchison Library Board, August 26th.
All right.
Do we need to have separate motions on those two?
No, these are just.
There's no motions. That's just informational.
Oh, I'm sorry, I
Yeah,
thought we
just
had to have a
information.
motion on that.
Yep.
And then
Informational items?
informational. The only thing that we have in there is the one-page flyer for the League of Kansas Municipalities Conference. For those attending, just information on how, where it's at, how to get there, what the agenda items are and the meetings. So, and that is this weekend,
Yes.
or this week, Thursday through Saturday.
Yes, Thursday to Thursday. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Westhoff. All right, governing body comments. Commissioner Greenlee.
I don't have anything.
Okay. Vice Mayor Wilcox.
Hope I'm not getting ahead of myself. I'd like to congratulate 409 Superintendent Renee Nugent for getting the Kansas Superintendent of the Year today. So good job there, and I hope the Chiefs and the Royals both win tonight. So
Very good, very good. All right, Commissioner Murphy.
have nothing to say.
Okay, all right, very good. Commissioner Slattery?
I'm good.
Okay. All right, I would like to echo, of course, Vice Mayor Wilcox's congratulations toward our USD 409 superintendent. Congratulations to her, as she is indeed our superintendent of the year. Would also like to thank all of those who are in attendance today for our city commission meeting as well. Really appreciate the opportunity for action within the city and cooperation and collaboration within the city and the community. With that, we will adjourn to, is there a motion to adjourn to Land Bank?
So moved.
It's been moved, is there a second?
I'll second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded that we adjourn to Land Bank. All those in favor, please state by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We are now adjourned into Land Bank.